All right, so I want to talk to you about a really important self-care tip. It's about sleep. A few months ago, I did an experiment. Now, I'm like a lot of you. I have a lot of my life on my phone, and I read a lot on my phone. I read books, I read the news, and so, yeah, I used to go to bed at night, and I'd be reading a book on my phone and then put it on airport, put it aside, and go to sleep. And then I'd wake up, and then I'd pick up the phone. And I'd start reading again if I couldn't sleep, and then I'd put it on airport and put it down. I stopped doing that, and I really began to pay attention to good sleep hygiene, and it's made all the difference in the world. So here's some things that are important. First of all, take the electronics completely out of the room. The minute I did that, I started sleeping soundly and staying asleep. So take the electronics completely out of the room. Leave your phone somewhere. Nothing important should be happening in the middle of the night that is going to cause you to have your phone. So same thing with computers, iPads, any kind of electronics, get it out of the room. Do whatever you can to make sure that the room is dark and cool. Cooler, probably a little cooler than you think you'd want it. I found that even in the winter, if I open the window just 3 or 4 inches, it cools off the room and it makes a big difference. I use essential oils. Sometimes I'll put lavender under my nose or on my pillow. Sometimes I'll just have a diffuser going in the bedroom so that it smells really well. You want to think of your bedroom as a sanctuary. So when I do that, when I create an environment that feels really sensual and comfortable and nourishing, it just makes it easier to sleep. The other thing to know that's important, a good friend of mine who's a women's healthcare practitioner said to me, Cheryl, the wake-up hormones in your body start to come online just after midnight. So the earlier you can go to bed, the better. So I started to get to bed by 10 o'clock at night, sometimes even 9:30. And I would read a book. Remember the old-fashioned books? I would use a nightlight, a book light. Instead of turning the light on next to my bed, I would use a book light. And I would read. In about 20 minutes, I would get tired enough, and I would go to sleep. And I found that the earlier I go to sleep, the better the chances are that I stay asleep. And the longer you stay asleep and get consistent sleep, the better you feel in the morning. I also use, because I practice 10 minutes of meditation in the morning, I use the word peace as an anchor word that calms my body's physiology. So sometimes if I wake up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom and I come back to bed and my brain starts going, I just lay there quietly and I repeat my word, peace, peace. Sometimes I visualize the word peace, and I find that by using that mantra, it helps my body to calm down and go right back to sleep. So get the electronics out. Make sure the room feels good, smells good, is dark, is cool, and use some kind of a mantra, and before you know it, you'll be getting a good night's sleep, and that's going to change the whole quality of your day.